Episode 2 of Rebirth picks up with Bruce looking at the disc that Terry brought, showing a cell dying through, well, the kind of overkill super science that you would expect. It's a nerve gas mutagen bad mojo chemical thing, and Powers is using Bruce's old company to manufacture it. And they say America doesn't make things anymore. Terry is intrigued by the final Batman costume and waiting for Bruce to leap into action. And he does. He tells Terry to take this to Commissioner Barbara Gordon.
Tell her I sent you.
The cops? They'll never be able to...
Do it.
Something happened to you, didn't it? And it wasn't just that you got old.
Maybe, but the being old part is still a big hurdle. I don't care how good that suit is. Even Sean Connery, the manliest old man in the world, probably wouldn't be up for more than 2 or 3 spin kicks before realizing it was almost as bad an idea to do that as to do Highlander 2. But on the way to the station, Powers catches up and tries to get the disc from Terry, but thanks to his quick thinking, Powers gets the disc anyway, but Terry does get away from him. Besides, Bruce has lost his touch if he didn't consider making a copy of that disc just in case. This is a man whose plans to take out the rest of the Justice League included making Aquaman terrified of water using Scarecrow's fear toxin, blinding Green Lantern with his own power ring, and making his own red kryptonite to F with Superman. He likely thought of backup copy of incriminating disc. The news Spectre announces that Powers is now meeting with the Minister of Sinister Affairs from the nation of disreputable Stan or whatever, no doubt to try to buy some of his nerve gas, but all Batman can do is grind his bat molars at him until Ace, his guard dog, starts barking. Yep, Terry broke in and stole the high-tech Batsuit. Let me restate that. He stole something from Batman. That's like trying to pull off that Three Stooges eye poke thing on a great white shark. Words cannot describe what a horrible mistake this is. Terry uses the suit to fly over to Powers' office where the meeting is taking place, and Powers describes it as a viral mutagen, the thing that's also a nerve gas. Obviously, this is just Saturday morning cartoon science interchanging unrelated terms. That or Powers has created the Aquafresh of WMDs, perhaps. The white layer destroys nerve cells, the blue mutates DNA, and the red is for healthy gums. Powers shows the awesomeness with this little promotional video that the marketing guys put together. You just squicked this guy out? Yeesh. This is most disgusting thing I've seen, and I once made man bite his own eyeball like grape. We find out Harry died from whatever that was, which is more than enough to convince this guy to make the sale, so he leaves to go shoot a laser at James Bond while Powers plots to find Terry so that he doesn't interfere with his deal. Mr. Fix says he'll handle it, because after all, he handled Warren. Gasp! Dun dun dun! But it seems that Powers is used to people flying around and landing on his buildings because security comes out and ambushes Terry on the ledge. Gotta give those guys credit. He slips away, though, so it's time to unleash the full might that defines Powers' namesake. It's for people who think that segways are just too hardcore. Terry ducks out of sight. He escaped the entire corporate army of Powers, but of course, there is someone that even he cannot escape.
Can you hear me?
Who's that?
It's Wayne.
Mr. Wayne?
You have the undivided attention of the goddamn Batman. Hope that suit has a diaper in it. Batman wants the suit back, but
Somebody had to do something. You sure weren't about to.
I'm warning you.
Terry, he doesn't say I'm warning you unless he's warning you. The same way that get off my lawn is followed with an ass kicking, remember? So when Terry refuses, Bruce activates the failsafe, which paralyzes the suit and allows the mooks to surround Terry and give him a Goodfellas-style welcome. It complicates things, certainly. Bruce doesn't want them to kill Terry, but he doesn't want something that he made to be used to kill anyone else either. He finally gives Terry back freedom of movement and directs him to a way out. After Terry explains that he's trying to catch the guy who killed his father, Bruce decides to let him try. That's not an easy choice for him. Those other costumes in the Batcave are part of that something happened to you that Terry said at the beginning, the reason that he retired his protégés. Terry is just the latest in a string of young people that Bruce is taking responsibility for, and whatever happened, he's hesitant to do that again. But at the same time, he knows what Terry is feeling. And he knows that Terry is a good kid, even if he has a lot to learn. If Bruce doesn't help him now, Terry might get himself killed, or start down a path fueled by his rage and become a killer. With Bruce's guidance, maybe he can be honed to be worthy of that suit he stole. Terry's got some natural talent, taking out a squad of mooks in one move, but he's still got a lot to learn as Powers' people get the jump on him while he's not paying attention. Terry throws a batarang at Powers, but he's wearing his sea captain jacket that gives him +5 to his aim skill, easily shooting it out of the air. But he has a critical failure on his intelligence roll when Terry throws a tank of viral nerve mutagen at him, and he shoots that too, covering himself in the stuff.
Help me! Help me!
Yeah, Powers, you don't strike me as the villain who would treat the men who also got infected saving your life. You're the kind that would experiment on them, and they know that. That's why it's always better to go with little yellow minions to help you instead. They'd have you out of there in no time. Mr. Fix gets away with the hovercraft full of the tanks, but Terry manages to get inside, only to find the pilot seat empty. Well, faster you can say, "Oh my." Mr. Fix ambushes him, but Terry eventually overpowers him. The hovercraft fails to hover, and Mr. Fix and the canisters are sent to the bottom of the sea. Terry's surprised to find Bruce Wayne in his mom's place sometime after. Okay, that came out wrong. Bruce is there to offer Terry a job, helping him, although the wink nudge makes it clear he really means putting on the suit and kicking ass. Terry accepts, since without that there'd be no series. The episode closes showing that they are indeed treating Powers for his exposure, but there is one small side effect. Oh yeah, gotta have the evil laugh. That's mandatory for these situations. Rebirth continues to flesh out this new hero and the changes that have been made to the old one. Terry is certainly not Batman as we knew him, but with Bruce's guidance he can be one for this era. Through helping Terry, Batman has a chance to help make a difference in the fight against Gotham's criminal underworld for the first time in decades. And by working with Terry, he can take his potential and focus it, help him excel, while at the same time try to direct him on the path that will make him a fitting successor to Batman's legacy, to have that avenging and compassion. The two-parter does a good job of providing a blend of characterization, world building, and action, and leaves unanswered questions about what else happened to the original Batman, which we'll see tomorrow with The Return of the Joker.